For every successful Disney park ride, tens of unopened attractions never got to be built. Some attractions have progressed so far into production that they were advertised, while others were just pitched. Here are 5 of the most interesting planned Disney attractions that were never built. From the day Epcot opened, Disney has hinted at the opening of new attractions and pavilions in the World Showcase, like Spain and Africa. One of the more recent additions was an expansion of the UK Pavilion featuring a Mary Poppins attraction. It was announced at the 2019 D23 Expo by former Parks Chairman Bob Chapek, with several other attractions including Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind and the renaming of Future World, both of which came to fruition. While many details were not revealed, it was known that the famous street of Cherry Tree Lane would be built, and it had been heavily speculated that a spinning teacups-type ride was planned for this expansion. Sadly, it was canceled due to the budget cuts during the COVID-19 pandemic, so Mary Poppins fans will have to wait for an attraction based on the beloved movie. When Animal Kingdom was planned, the park was envisioned to feature 3 main types of animals: living, extinct, and fictional. Living animals can be seen in zoo-like enclosures throughout the park and the Kilimanjaro Safaris attraction, while the extinct animals were found in Dinoland USA. The fictional creatures could be found in Beastly Kingdom, which featured 3 main attractions: a walkthrough centered around unicorns, a boat ride based on Fantasia, and a roller coaster that took you to a dragon's lair. This land could not be found in the parks today because it was scrapped due to budget cuts, as the real animals required significantly more costs than were originally expected. This land has more details than most canceled attractions because it got so far into development. You can see references to it in the park's entrance. While it is fun to think about what the land may have looked like, you can see even more references to it at Universal. Once Beastly Kingdom was scrapped, the Imagineers who worked on the ride were hired at Universal to make the Dueling Dragons roller coaster. So, in a way, some of the land was able to be made just at a different park. On August 28, 1989, Disney and the Jim Henson Company announced that the Muppets would be featured in Hollywood studios, and they were working out the details of Disney's acquisition of the company. While they had a lot planned for the Muppet Land, only one of the attractions was able to open, Muppet Vision 3D. They had originally planned for the Great Muppet Movie Ride, which would be similar to the Great Movie Ride in the park with Muppets Twist. 2 dining establishments were planned: the Swedish Chef's Video Cooking School, an interactive dining experience, and Gonzo's Pandemonium Pizza Parlor, which featured live entertainment. While there was dining in Muppets Courtyard, it was a standard theme park dining experience with Muppets theming, lacking any of the interactive elements. The additional attractions for the land were canceled due to Jim Henson's death in 1990, which delayed production and ultimately led to the deal to buy the Muppets falling through. Even though the land did not open as planned, Muppet Vision remains a fan favorite attraction. On November 11, 1993, Disney CEO Michael Eisner announced a new Disney theme park called Disney's America. The park would center around America's history with the intent of making learning fun. It was planned to be 1,200 acres in Prince William County, Virginia. The entrance of the park would be a Civil War-era village, which would lead to a Native American village, and a water ride themed to Lewis and Clark's expedition. A Civil War fort would also be featured, where reenactments would be held. Another land would center around the inventions of America and include a roller coaster called Industrial Revolution. The problems for this park started when the public found out, so Disney lobbied to get governmental support and started to work with the National Park Service. The National Trust for Historic Preservation and a few other local groups voiced their disapproval for the park. Then the issue got so intense that the Senate Subcommittee on Public Lands, National Parks, and Forests called a hearing. On September 28, 1994, Eisner announced the cancellation of the park due to frustrated historians and the millions of dollars lost due to Euro Disneyland. In the early 1990s, Disney announced a $3 billion expansion to the Disneyland theme park, aiming to transform it into a multi-day experience like Disney World. They planned to open a second theme park called Westcott, which would be based on Epcot and have similar ideas and themes. The park would be made up of Ventureport and World Showcase, mirroring the lands at Epcot, and the centerpiece of the park would be a 300-foot gold sphere with an attraction called Cosmic Journeys. The World Showcase would feature the 4 corners of the world: America, Asia, Africa, and Europe. Connecting all of these lands would be the River of Time, a 45-minute boat ride similar to the monorail. It would have been the longest attraction in Disney history. Similar to Disney's America, this park was canceled due to the complaints from locals and financial losses at Euro Disneyland.